Everybody, it's Chad and Hank with the SRCA Drag Strip. We are back out at the track. Things are really coming together now. It's getting exciting.
It is. Getting going fast.
Timing system's going in.
Yep, Bob Brockmeyer's here. Yep.
As we just saw, we are at the 60-foot timer right now. We can see the tree, we can see the 60-foot cone right out there. So that's where we're at. Now, the nice thing about it is what you were just telling me is this new timing system, it's all right here. We've got this permanent wall. We don't have to worry about barriers.
Correct.
That can or will be moved.
Correct.
So we've got conduit all the way down the side of this wall. At all of our timers, we've got our boxes and we've got our timers in the wall.
And the reason we did a lot of this, the old system was buried in the ground. Over time, it gave us a lot of problems. Lightning strikes, weather, rain. So talking to Bob goes, let's design this a little bit different and kind of go like a Gainesville type of a timing system. So everything is above ground, everything is in the conduits. The boxes at the school board now, all the knockdowns, the power boards, everything's been removed out of there. The only thing left down there now is the flasher that flashes the wind light. So everything's now powered from the tower, everything's grounded at the tower, and he has a disconnect at the starting line. So now instead of unhooking all these optics after every race or during a lightning storm, we just disconnect that one there, the one up at the tower, we take a lightning strike, life is good.
Because this whole system is dead. Once you unhook the master disconnect.
And he said, like Bob says, now that we've removed it from the ground, lightning no longer is going to affect us for lightning strike on this complex, and we get a lot of lightning out here.
Yes, absolutely.
He said, unless you take a direct hit to a box, he said, he said, knock on wood. He said, you should be good to go. So that's why we did what we did. Everything looks really good. Bob's really happy with the way things have been laid out and are going. We'll interview him later on sometime, but right now that's where we're at. The girls have been painting what he's been laying out.
And everything is here. So if we've got a problem between here and that box, we know it's right here on the side of the wall.
It's in the conduit, yeah.
Right there where you can get to it, because we've got a fixed permanent wall. So we can go along here, we get a better look at, you got a good solid heavy piece of concrete mounted solidly to the wall, accessible to anything. There's joints in it even where if you could get to something if you had to. And now we're coming up to the actual starting line itself.
Yeah, on every 300 feet we put an expansion joint in the wall and also the conduit. So as everything's expanding and moving, the conduit won't get buckled and it won't pull apart. So everything can just slide because that's a lot of concrete.
And a lot of conduit.
And a lot of conduit. So we got it to where everything will move and not pull itself apart or bend it.
Which is going to be awesome for long term.
Long term.
So here we are, we're at the starting line. We can see we've got our big box here. We've got our sensors down right there. And then you're going to have covers built for these, so this will all be protected.
Right, the black tubes will go on the beams. Bob hasn't got them all built yet. So basically, the guard beam we were talking about, that's that line. That's 0. That's the true starting line.
Okay, so everything is based off of that little pin right there.
Right, so everything now is what every national event track has. We have guard beam in place, pre-stage, stage lock, stage, and now we've added guard beam. So that's how the starting line is now set up.
So it's identical to a national event setup is what we have now. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, let's go out here and check out what we've got going on as well. Now, we're over here right at the starting line, started on the paint work, which looks amazing. We can see the other side of our sensors. And as we come out here, we get back out here to the stuff in the middle, which are going to read from our other sensors.
And everything is down on the ground. No cables above the ground. Everything's in conduit. We can take that back. It's all swept in conduit.
Everything right here in the middle
is swept in conduit.
Is swept in conduit.
Correct.
So what is still under the ground is very accessible at any point in time if there were an issue.
Where before it was buried and it was just
buried.
It was just buried.
So worst case scenario, if we've got a connection issue from here to the tree, fish it in, fish it out.
Just pull a new cable through it.
Simple enough.
Yeah,
So
nothing above the ground where you trip and it looked nasty, and
right.
it's all cleaned up.
And obviously we've got our new guard wall built for our starting line staff.
Yep, just haven't got the electrical stubbed in, just haven't done yet. Bob has laid out all the black, and it's not paint, it's a sealer type of paint.
Okay.
It's a sealer that he uses. So Bob set this up exactly how he wanted it. He laid it out and the girls painted it. So if you look at our water box from the center of the 20-foot lane, which Bob marked,
Right there where that mark is.
so like Bob was saying, says we want to set the groove to where these drivers are. So he's brought the black to where he wants it, to his specs. And then, so this would be the coming off the water box. You're in the center of a 20-foot wide lane. So once you leave, you have this to go down.
So it's all going to be obviously starting from scratch on a brand new track, starting the timing system, the groove, everything is being thought out, laid out, and set up right now before anybody ever goes down this track.
Right, and Bob Brockmeyer has been talking to Rob Park with NHRA, National Event Specs for finish line paint, all that. Bob's talking back and forth with Rob. He talked to him this morning. We're going to go down there later on today, get all laid out in the blue masking tape, take pictures of it, send it to Rob Park, and say this is where we're at, and then that's how that's going to be done down there.
So wow, really exciting. Trees out there. Looks great with a tree out there finally.
Yeah, finally.
You've been waiting a long time to see that thing back out there again, haven't you?
Yeah, and coming this morning, Bob was already here working early, and seeing the scoreboards flashing and going through the self-test was something we haven't seen in a long time.
Yep, and been really looking forward to
Correct.
for the scope and the magnitude of this project. Really good to see that stuff start lighting back up again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's starting to look like a drag strip.
Yeah. That was your plan, wasn't it?
That was our plan. Make it look like a drag strip.
And it's going to be basically a national event spec drag strip, as good as anywhere else in the country at this point.
That's how we tried to build it.
Yep.
We asked a lot of questions and did a lot of thought process on the construction of this drag strip.
Well, there's a little bit of concrete here. You don't want to mess that up.
No, you don't want to mess with the car. No, we don't want to do that.
So anyway, that's what's going on. Tons of exciting stuff happening out here. We're going to talk to Bob Brockmeyer, get some input from him as well. Stay tuned for that. Super excited. Rocky Mountain Race Week, 2 weeks out.
2 weeks out.
We're out here on Saturday afternoon, and that's coming together. Going to be amazing. This thing is coming together. Going to be amazing. And anything else we need to tell them right now, Hank?
I think right now we just keep going and spend our time out here and get it put together.
And it's just about there. So
It's getting closer.
amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate you swinging by and hanging out with us. If you're on Facebook, please share this video with all your friends. If you like cars, get out here. If you've got a race car, come out, run with us. If nothing else, come out and check it out. Plus all the events we've got going on this year: Rocky Mountain Race Week, the Midwest Drag Racing Series, the Lucas Oil Race, your Bracket Racing Series, the Pontiac guys. Tons of stuff going on coming up this year. Be sure to stay tuned. Lots more stuff coming up. Be sure to get out here. You can't miss this. This thing is awesome. It is good as anywhere in the country. Come out and hang out with us, race with us. If nothing else, just come hang out. Have a great time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you soon on the next video.